Established in 1977, Shingmun Country Park is one of the earliest country parks in Hong Kong. And the Shingmun Reservoir located inside it is one of its major scenic spots. Located right next to the urban area, Shingmun Reservoir has always been the backyard garden of the city. Shingmun Country Park has lush trees among mountains and water, creating a diverse ecology that is worth exploring.
Coming to Shingmun Country Park, I can already foresee what kind of wildlife I'm going to see.
I know, it's the ones that are this big, right? Just joking, more like this.
Right, and this is their natural habitat. Therefore, when we go hiking later, they might be hanging out in the trees or on the road, and we might run into them.
Can you guess what kind of animal it is?
Ooh, isn't that a baboon?
No, just give us the answer.
It's monkeys.
If we're going to observe monkeys in their natural habitat, there's a lot we need to pay attention to.
And that's why we've invited Philip, the expert, to tell us about the etiquette when observing monkeys.
Hi, hello.
Hi.
All right, shall we all head inside? I'll teach you monkey watching etiquette. Let's
Sure.
go.
Yeah.
Yes. Whoa.
To get to Shingmun Country Park, you can take a green minibus from Tuen Wan for about 15 minutes, and you'll arrive at the Shingmun Reservoir Pineapple Dam terminus. After getting off, you may turn left to get to the Shingmun Country Park Visitor Center and walk around Shingmun Reservoir. You will pass by the main dam of Shingmun Reservoir, and the scenery along the way is really stunning.
When did the monkeys come to Hong Kong, and when were the monkeys first discovered?
Some literature from 200 years ago already recorded the appearance of monkeys in Hong Kong. Records from the 1940s even suggests that monkeys also made an appearance on the Hong Kong Island and Llama Island. The monkeys in Hong Kong are mainly found in Kam Shan, Lion Rock, and Shingmun Country Park.
So, Philip, do we actually know how many monkeys are living in the Shingmun Country Park now?
According to our survey, there are about 300 of them currently living in the Shingmun Country Park, give or take.
As we enter the park, we can hear them squeaking along the way. What are the things we should pay special attention to when observing them?
The most important thing is to keep a proper distance away from the monkeys. And remember not to touch them either. Also, you must not stare at them, because they will most likely see that as a provocation,
Really?
which might cause them to be a bit aggressive. Most importantly, don't feed the monkeys.
Why can't we feed them?
Once the monkeys are fed by us, they'll become accustomed to humans. The monkeys might stray to urban areas searching for food, which causes nuisance.
Oh.
That's a very small one there.
Oh, you're right.
It's over there. It's walking slowly. It's coming over.
Right.
Do we have to pretend that we can't see it?
We
Right?
should keep a distance from it and let it go its way while we go ours.
But we can't look at it, can we?
That's
I'm watching it out of the
Yeah.
corner of my eyes.
Use your peripheral vision and let it continue on its way, and we'll go ours. Respect the monkey, and it'll be fine. So right now, we are heading in to take a look at a pavilion. It's a spot where the monkeys usually gather.
So I'd like to ask you, what do monkeys love to eat the most? Bananas?
I won't tell you the answer, but why don't you take the opportunity to find out what the monkeys like to eat here?
Huh? Here?
Hmm.
Are there wild bananas?
It might not be bananas, but I think there's a possibility they like to eat those tender leaves.
I think they might eat the fruits growing on the trees, like those there.
Oh, yeah, I bet they do.
They eat fruits.
Good idea.
Am I right?
Actually, you're both right, because monkeys around here mainly feed on leaves, shoots, bark, flowers,
Wow.
and insects.
I guess that means they'll eat everything that we can see here.
They eat everything.
Yes, you're absolutely right. Nature has provided enough food for the monkeys here.
How many monkeys are there in a troop?
It may range from dozens of to hundreds of monkeys.
Oh, I just saw a lot of monkey mums holding their little babies.
The babies are so tiny.
Yes, they're so cute. Were all of those monkey mums in the troop that we saw a moment ago?
Actually, a troop usually has a single monkey king, or an alpha, that leads a small number of males and a large number of females. The female monkeys give birth to babies. The baby monkeys usually grow up with their moms, living and learning alongside them. During this time, the babies will acquire the necessary survival skills in the troop. When older, the males will then leave their troop. They may try to form troops with other monkeys, or they may stray and then try to form other troops. The female monkeys generally stay within their mother's troops and won't leave.
Oh. I'd like to know what month of the year is the monkey's breeding season, and what is the duration of an average pregnancy?
Monkeys' general mating period falls within October and February of the following year, and the babies are usually born between April and August every year. Their duration of pregnancy is about 5.5 months, and only one monkey is born at a time.
How long do they stay active, and what time of the day do they prefer?
Monkeys are usually quite active in the morning hours of the day. That's when you're likely to see them wandering around the Shing Country Park. Then they will either head to a suitable location for foraging or socializing with the other monkeys in the same troop. In the evening, as it bleeds into nightfall, they will hide inside the forest for resting. As you've asked me so many questions, here's a question for you.
It's gonna be a hard one.
What's the question?
It's on identifying the male and female monkeys. Look at this picture right here. Can you tell if this is male or female?
I just noticed that its eyes are slightly red.
It has eyeliner on.
But I'm not sure if it's a male because the ones I just saw over there, their faces are red all over.
Should we look at another photo and see if you can tell the difference?
Oh,
That one's a
this one
male,
has to be
I'm
a
pretty
male,
sure.
right?
Why?
Its eye lines stand out. They're
So
really
red.
red.
Wait, isn't that its...
Yes, it has all the characteristics of a male monkey during mating season, like reddening on face and eye lines and reddening of the genitalia.
Oh, yeah.
You mentioned the Monkey King. What characteristics does it have?
We've observed that the alpha males in the troop, they're usually bigger in size, and they are more imposing.
More imposing. Does the Monkey King ever get replaced? I mean, does someone else
coup.
take over?
Actually, they might take turns to lead. Sometimes, as the Monkey King ages and dies, it'll be replaced by another.
Oh, so it has to step down then.
Right.
What is the usual lifespan of a monkey?
As far as we know, they live up to about 20 years or thereabouts.
Do they become adults after reaching the age of 10 or at an even younger age?
How do you define their adulthood?
It's hard to define the adulthood of monkeys, but we can tell from their physiques their general
like
age.
looking at their body, at the size of them,
That's right.
and determine if it's close to adulthood.
Yes, that's
but
right.
we can't
yeah.
tell their ages.
Yes, it's hard to tell. It's not like a child or a human or anything.
Why don't they
Totally.
have an ID
Yes,
card?
it's hard to tell.
I've noticed that they groom each other whenever they have a free moment.
Yes, and so the lower-ranked monkeys in the troop will groom the monkeys of higher ranking. That's their way of establishing relationships with each other.
Oh,
That means they're making friends now.
Yeah, you could say that.
A
They're
way to
getting to know
interact.
each other and building
Oh.
relationships. It's an important activity in a troop.
Oh. Are those ones fighting or are they playing?
They are playing and interacting.
Oh, so this is their way of cuddling.
Mm-hmm.
They look so funny, so cute and tiny.
We suggest visitors not to do two things after entering the habitats of monkeys. First, don't carry any plastic tote bags or shopping
I
bags with you
recognize the
because the
bag.
monkeys might snatch them. Second, when there are monkeys around, don't eat because they might snatch your food. Remember these two things, and you can minimize the chance of getting into any kind of conflict with the monkeys.
Ah.
If your food smells good, they will want a bite.
Indeed. So it's best to avoid that.
Yeah.
So before I met Philip, monkeys didn't really scare me all that much, actually. On the contrary, when I used to see or walk past them during a hike, I would be wary of them coming over and staring at me, because who knows what they might be thinking. But after meeting Philip today, I understand that they eat in the morning, sit down to play and sunbathe in the afternoon, and then interact with each other. As we learned about the monkeys' habits and got to understand them, I became less scared of them.
I felt relieved knowing we had an expert with us today. Knowing what I could do or what I couldn't do. Even knowing the proper distance to observe monkeys made me feel more involved and at ease during our whole experience. Also, I think that we have to learn how to respect each other. It's often said that monkeys are really naughty and that they like to steal food from people or even assault humans at times. But as long as we don't overstep the line drawn in the sand, like getting too close to them or making them panic, I believe humans and monkeys can coexist peacefully. Shing Country Park has been a popular destination for hikers. One of the reasons is its waterside paper barks along the reservoir. Paperbark trees are actually native to Australia and continuously grow new bark and push away the old bark as they grow, which gives them a look as though they have endless layers of bark, and that's where they get the name paperbark from. Autumn is the blooming season of paperbarks. Bunches of fuzzy white flowers grow from the top of the tree like brushes. They're really cute.
Whoa, it's so beautiful. Almost like you were in a dream.
Have you ever seen this place in a martial arts movie?
Huh? How did you know that I used to watch those?
Of course I know, and this is where a lot of martial arts movies were filmed.
Oh. Then let's fight.
Huh?
Did I do it right? This scenery is too beautiful for me to leave.
Huh? Monkey, where are you going?
Oh no, I almost forgot. We're running late. Hurry up, we can't make the guest wait.
Hi.
Hello.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning. Hello, Bond.
Nice to see you.
You too. All right, I want to know, what exactly are we here to see at the Shing Country Park?
Right, that's a good question. So Shing Country Park used to have a famous butterfly valley here.
There must be a lot of butterflies then.
Yes, in the past, Butterfly Valley was where the amigos of the milkweed butterflies gathered in the winter. You might see thousands of butterflies in the winter if you're in luck.
Wow.
That many?
That's right.
So when they gather together, do they all stack up on each other or what?
Not many butterflies spend the winter as amigos, but some milkweed butterflies do, and they'll crowd together. The trees around Shing are taller, and the river valley acts as a shelter for the northern wind, making it an ideal place for the butterflies to spend the winter in. There are many different plants in Shing that are able to attract various kinds of butterflies. You want to go check it out?
Of course.
Great, let's go then.
After arriving at the Shing Country Park, you may visit the butterfly garden to enjoy the butterflies, then walk for about 1.5 hours towards Lead Mine Pass to get to the top of Grassy Hill to see the summit congregation of butterflies.
Hey, how about we go to the butterfly garden first and have a look there?
There's really a place called Butterfly Garden.
Come on, let's go.
Yay.
Okay, let's go.
Butterflies, here I come. Wow, there are so many butterflies.
Let's observe the butterflies here.
All right.
Many blossom plants here are able to provide ample nectar to the butterflies.
I saw a pale white one just now. Where is it now?
It should be a light color.
Yes.
Kind of pale yellow.
Yeah.
That's lemon immigrant, a Pierity.
Parody. I saw one that was really big just now.
Yeah.
It was shaped kind of like a bow tie and a fancy tailcoat. It had a lot of white spots on the surface.
That's a swallowtail, which is among the larger ones in the butterfly family. You've described its characteristics. It's mainly black, and its hind wings usually have 2 swallowtails as well. We call those wingtails as it's typical of swallowtails.
Wingtails.
I just saw a butterfly, but it looked quite different. Its markings weren't round at all. They were
Oh?
kind of triangular. Know what I mean?
Did it have many striped
Yeah,
white marks
yeah,
and
yeah.
bright colors on it?
Yes.
That's a milkweed butterfly. Milkweed butterflies are colorful and slow flying. Why is that? It's because they're poisonous.
Poisonous?
Yeah.
Butterflies can be poisonous?
So some butterflies eat poisonous plants when they're still larvae. Their bodies accumulate toxins and remain poisonous after growing into amigos. These toxins are used against their natural enemies, which are predators that will hunt for them.
Oh, so they're only poisonous
Only if they're
eaten.
eaten.
Oh, say if a bird eats it, it'll get a
Right.
stomachache, right?
When it gets sick and spits out the butterfly, it will always bear those colorful butterflies in mind and be reminded to never hunt for them again.
Oh, Oh, a hummingbird. Do you see it?
Oh, that's actually a moth. It kind of looks like a hummingbird. Ecology enthusiasts call it a flying shrimp.
A flying shrimp?
It resembles a shrimp.
They do look similar.
Many people mistake it for a hummingbird as it flaps its wing at a fixed spot to siphon nectar.
Yes, they really look similar.
However, hummingbirds are unique to the Americas. There are no
Not in
hummingbirds
Hong
in
Kong?
Asia. None in Hong Kong.
Oh, I thought I'd actually seen a hummingbird.
It really does look
They are
like
similar in appearance.
one.
You can see it has a long mouth part.
Very long.
Yes, that's right. It has to slowly insert it into each flower to siphon the nectar.
This one.
This one is.
It's a blue one.
It's a Paris peacock, but take a look at its wings. You see that? They're already quite tattered. Though as long as it's able to fly, it will continue to eat, look for
Try
a
to
mate, and try to
survive.
stay alive.
So I can see that there are many purple flowers and orange fruits here. Would you say that these flowers contain the nectar and pollen that these butterflies love to eat?
This is a golden dewdrop, a plant that butterflies like to feed on. They love this.
Oh.
Also, there are butterflies that don't siphon nectar. They prefer sucking juice. What kind of juice? Juice from decaying fruit, sap from the trees and plants, or even water from feces. They'll take them all.
Why do they suck the juice from decaying fruits and not the fresh ones?
It's because rotten fruit has an odor and releases juice. The butterfly's mouth part acts like a straw for it to suck up the juice. If the fruit is fresh, the butterflies won't be able to bite it open, so they prefer the rotten ones.
Oh, they're so close.
This is so fascinating.
Right?
The boy really follows the girl at all times.
Yes, it won't eat
Just
anything
like a
until it gets a response from the
Stalker
girl.
butterfly.
Keep going.
Yeah?
You can do it! Why do we have to walk for so long to go up to this place? Didn't we just enjoy the butterflies?
Not only do butterflies have strategies to avoid enemies, they also have special behaviors for courting females and reproducing, and we are here to witness it.
Wow! We're already deep in the butterflies' breeding ground, Grassy Hill.
Are we really at 647 meters then?
Yes, we're already very high up.
Wow.
However, we still have to take a couple more steps to enjoy the butterflies at the peak.
We're already over 600 meters high. Do we really have to continue? Can butterflies fly this high? Wow! This has to be the highest spot.
Yes, when we see this trigonometrical station, it means we've arrived at the highest point of
That's
Grassy
right.
Hill. All right, so what are some of the secret tips to finding out the breeding ground of the butterflies in this place?
Butterflies at the peak love to claim the highest spots, so we can keep an eye on the tops of the trees and see if we can find them.
They're flying in circles. Is there a reason for that? Why is that?
They've taken over an area, and the males need to look around to see if there's any other intruders of their kind and expel them.
Standing guard.
Yeah, you could say that.
Oh.
The principle of the summit congregation is that if there aren't many butterflies, it's hard for them to find mates in the forest or on the flat land. So if they meet at the mountaintop, they have a better chance to find mates.
Meeting at the summit, but how do they make dates?
No one knows. It could be
It's fate.
It's fate. Or maybe a long, long time ago, the butterflies came up with this hilltop breeding meet and greet idea.
Across their past and present lives. Whoa, look.
There are many of them now.
Yeah, there are a lot more now.
Oh, yeah.
It's just that some of them are small, making them harder to see.
What should we pay attention to when we are observing from a distance?
I'd say the most important thing is not to get too close to them. Because if you get too close, you may disturb them. Keep your distance and observe. When observing butterflies, do everything slowly. If there's too much movement, the butterflies might get scared off.
You'll scare them. I can see a little bug that looks like a little baby.
That's right, it's a little swallowtail larva. This is their host plant, which means that this is the plant that larvae feed on especially. It's a tangerine.
Judging from its morphology, what stage of growth is it in?
A butterfly larva sheds its skin continuously. It's in the second instar stage after having its skin shed once. After shedding its skin 5 times, it turns into a chrysalis. Generally speaking, they turn from eggs to chrysalises in the summer, which takes around 3 weeks. The larvae have only one mission, and that's to eat.
Just eat.
Yes, to store up energy so that they can enclose as a butterfly.
It's very windy now. Can it hold on to it?
Will hold on. Butterflies always play safe. Wherever they stay or even pass by, the larva will spit out silk. They spray out silk.
Yeah.
They stick it on the leaves and hold on to them. Right.
So, what time of the year would you say would be the best time to catch the summit congregating butterflies? Like, what's the golden season?
I would say around March and April, the number of butterflies begins to grow quite a bit. Though up until October or November every year, you'll still be able to see them. Meanwhile, the best time should be from 9 to like 12 o'clock. If there is ample sunlight and the temperature's between 20 and 30 degrees, that's the ideal time to see them. That is a constable. It's found a suitable place for it to inspect the whole area, and that's why it's staying there.
Oh, I see.
Actually, this butterfly was once put forward for the Hong Kong City butterfly. It had the most votes.
really?
Many people liked it because of its stunning colors.
It's got blue, white, and black colors.
Some white spots too.
It also has a red mouth part that you can see if you look up close. The sky's rather dark today. If there's more sunshine, the blue color on its body will glitter, which is quite pretty.
Oh.
Wow, where are you heading?
It saw a bee fly by just now, which was similar in size to itself, so it became sensitive and flew away.
What's that one sitting on the dead leaf down there?
This belongs to the Saturini called common five-ring. As the name suggests, it has eye spots on its body. They're fake eyes. When predators see them, they'll mistake the butterfly for a huge animal.
Faking its size.
Faking its size, yes. Those predators, like birds, will prey on the eyes on their wings first.
Oh, so it helps to protect their vital
Yes, that's
body
correct.
parts.
I'd like to borrow your binoculars.
Sure, be my guest. Here.
Look at that. It's got little circles in the black parts as well.
Yes, it really looks like an eye.
Indeed. But do they like to go up to the mountains too?
They prefer the forest edge and the forest bed instead. Yeah.
Oh, so they don't need to occupy territory.
They don't have the habit of occupying territories.
Oh.
It just happens to be here.
I think the most special thing is to climb up Grassy Hill to see the summit congregating butterflies. The fact that they flew so high and, so far just to get up there and reach the tallest plant on the summit, then they take over the territory. Whoa, just to wait for their lovers. It completely altered my perception of butterflies.
Today changed my opinion of butterflies. Before, butterflies were just butterflies. However, coming to Shing today, I really got to know more about the many different butterfly species, like swallowtails, milkweed butterflies, brush-footed butterflies, and butterflies of family Pieridae. I came to realize they are each so unique. After learning more about them today, I feel that I am drawn nearer and nearer to them somehow. I know more, and I got to learn more about them, and that makes me very happy.